And what's good, everyone? Welcome in here. Happy Sunday noon and happy Mother's Day out to you guys here. Be the part once again in the stream today. Looks like this should be a good to go, hopefully, here. Part of a doubleheader I'll be covering today. First game here, right out of the gate. Heat taking on the Celtics. And then after this one, Knicks taking on the Clippers, as the starting lineups being announced right now currently for this matchup. And then we'll get right into the tip-off, as we are just about a minute left to go before the tip-off. Glad to have you guys being a part here once again. Rugved, CP3, Lucas, Lamario, Lissandro, Matisha, all welcome in on the stream right now. We'll have more as the stream keeps on rolling on today. Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, Evan Fournier, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams III, starting five today for the Celtics. They'll go in the same jerseys right behind me, the black uniforms, green numbers for Boston. Jaylen Brown's still out today in this game. And for the Miami Heat, starting five looks like this: Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Trevor Ariza, and Bam Adebayo, as they will go in their Tricks Yogurt light blue and pink uniforms for today's game here for the Heat. So major matchup. This is the first out of two against each other, as they'll be playing today and then Tuesday, as this is huge as part of the standings. Boston currently up in the series 1-0. Series lead for the Celtics. What's good, Shooting God? Welcome back on the stream, man. Got to check out your videos. Awesome job, bud. You have some great videos out there, man. So we're about to get ready to tip this one off. This one at the TD Garden. Major matchup going on board. Celtics number 7 in the Eastern Conference. Miami's moved up to the number 6 spot, as the Heat have a one-game advantage over Boston. 36-31 to 35-32. Miami controls the tip first. They have it at the top with Trevor Ariza. Ariza defended by Kemba. Moves it over to Nunn. A wide open three as he'll take it. And he missed it off the mark. Evan Fournier picks up the defensive rebound. What's good, RGR football fan? Welcome back on board here. Yeah, it's 1:15 where I am, so a little bit earlier for a basketball game than usual. I'm going to take the Clippers later today. Pass underneath. Smart. Moves it out to the right corner, but intercepts his Jimmy Butler. He was looking for Fournier. Second possession now, Heat with the ball. Butler dribbles to the free throw circle, bounce pass right corner, Nunn. Outside, Ariza moves over to Robinson. Shot fake, slides to his left, past Tatum. Took the three, missed it. And Robert Williams picks up the defensive rebound. Celtics have possession. Second one of the game, pass over to Tatum. Defended one-on-one by Robinson at the right baseline. Tatum now off a double team as Ariza comes along. Bounce pass inside to Smart as he almost lost it. Grabs it just in time, though. Defended by Ariza. Moves out left corner. Fournier. Fadeaway three. Missed it off the mark. And Miami picks up the defensive rebounds. Dakota, what's good here? Picks the Heat in this one since he's out from Florida. Yeah, it wouldn't be shocking to me, honestly. Celtics they've struggled throughout the course of Sunday afternoons throughout the season. What's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Yeah, my man Shooting God can pull up there from deep range. I love what you can offer, man. Your videos are fire, dude. Bam gets fouled. He's going to go to the line, shoot two. First free throw is good. What's good, Christian? Welcome back on board, man. Definitely a huge game for the Celtics. Every single game down the stretch. For all these teams that's either like borderline play-in or right now like a number 6 or a number 7. Every single one of these games is huge for both the Celtics and the Heat. Second free throw by Bam. That one's through. 2-zip Miami. Yo, what's good, Warren? Welcome on the stream once again, man. Sabrina, welcome in here as well. Tatum has the ball. Defended by Butler. Swings it out left corner, perimeter. Kemba dribbles left baseline. Dumps off to Fournier down the lane. He trails and lays it up and in with the right hand. That's how you move the ball right there. Fournier just cuts straight away to the bucket. Nice assist by Kemba. Kendrick Nunn has the possession. Miami has the ball at the left corner now. Into the hands to Butler, defender 1-on-1. Dumps it off to Robinson, same thing. Exactly what that Kemba did, that Jimmy Butler just did right back. So right down the lane, Duncan Robinson flies to the bucket, and that's good through for two. Celtics have possession with Kemba. Kemba defended by Bam at the top of the key. Kemba bounce pass over to Fournier. Defended by Butler at the right wing. Dribbles to the top of the free throw circle. Fournier. Bounce pass over to Robert Williams. Takes it down inside. Right past Ariza and scores. We're tied up at 4. 9:45 left to go in the first. Jumper at the left elbow. None. Right back in response. Good for 2. Who I want the Celtics to play in the first round? I go for the Knicks. I think the Celtics have the chance of moving on to the second round if they do get the 5 seed. They'd have to get past the Hawks. So they have to have like a collapse for the Hawks, because that's, I feel like, the only chance that Boston has. I think it's going to be tough against either Milwaukee, Brooklyn, or Philly, as that left corner 3 goes down out in transition by none. Approaching 9 minutes left to go in the first. Yeah, so we're the 7 seed currently. I think like 5 games remaining in the season. Kemba, top of the key 3, missed it over Robinson. Bam pulls down the defensive rebound. Heat up by 5, they have possession. Butler moves over to Ariza. Ariza defended by Kemba at the right wing. Shoots the 3, it's over the rim, and Tatum lets it go out of bounds. Yeah, it's looking like Boston's probably going to be more in the playing game. Unless they're able to finish up red hot here. Last 5 games go on a winning streak. Yeah, Knicks number 1 in defense this season. Under 9 minutes left to go in the first, Tatum has it at the left corner. Walks the tightrope, dribbles on none, tried to dump it off, deflected out of bounds, and last touch by Robert Williams, the refs will say. So that's a turnover. These have been tough Sunday afternoon games for Boston. Another slow start again. And Miami's not known for their offense. They're like around 25th in offensive efficiency, but 5th in defense. Miami has possession, none. At the top, dribbles. Takes the 15-footer, missed it at the free throw circle. And here goes Boston with a rebound. Over to Smart, attacks the lane inside with a Euro step and floats it up over Butler to score for 2. Approaching 8 minutes left to go on the clock in the first. Miami has possession with Butler. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and welcome into the stream once again, everyone. I got Kemba's jersey on right now. Butler has it at the right wing. Dribbles on Smart, swings it back over to the top. Kendrick Nunn has possession, and Butler stepped out of bounds. Celtics defense was closing out and stepped on the baseline out of bounds. Matchup finals right now, it keeps on changing for me. I'm gonna go the Bucks versus the Clippers in the finals. I think both of those teams are going to be looking for redemption. Jumper by Tatum at the right elbow, sticks it. Tatum on the board for his first 2 of the game. Underneath, Robinson swings out to the left corner. Deflected out of bounds, though, by Kemba, so it's going to stay Miami basketball. Yeah, I think this could very well be the end of Brad Stevens. Especially if they can't even make it to the playoffs, if they get eliminated in the play-in game. Bam receives the inbound. Pro Hop moves it back out to the left corner. Wide open 3 by Ariza. Misses it. Tipped up in the air, and it goes right back over to Boston. Celtics have possession with Tatum. Tatum defended 1-on-1 at the left corner by Robinson. Tatum on a 1-on-1 again. Takes the 3 at the left corner over Robinson and missed it off the mark. So when I think of that situation, you got to pass up that 1-on-1 because that's tight at the left corner. Move the ball around as Robinson right back in transition drills a 3. Under 7 left to go in the first. Celtics possession. Fournier moves over to Robert Williams. Now it's over to Kemba at the top. Kemba dribbles on Bam. Lost control of the basketball. Pickpocketed from behind by Ariza. They got a 2-on-1 on the fast break. Robinson receives the pass. Blocked by Tatum. Butler gets it back. Puts into the hands of Nunn. Floats it up in the key and scores. Yikes. Turnovers into points on the break right there. Miami did that. Timeout Brad Stevens. 6:37 left to go in the first. Yeah, welcome on the stream here, Jordan. Appreciate, man, for stopping on by here. I think I got 3 jerseys for the Celtics. So I got this one, Kemba. I got Tatum behind me. I also got Paul Pierce. I used to have a KG jersey. I think I grew out of it though, and that was when I was much younger. I think I grew out of that one, and I ended up selling that one. So Chris taking the Suns versus the Bucks in the final there. Yeah, Bucks are dangerous. They got multiple offensive weapons, and the addition of Drew Holiday's been huge. Like he's efficient from three, and he is also a lockdown perimeter defender. All right, so Jaylen Brown, I'm not sure when he's going to return. Might be on Tuesday though, because he was heading into this matchup possible to returning today, because I see a lot of articles that a couple of days ago they point out that Jaylen Brown probably would be returning today, but then he was downgraded out, so he's probably going to play on Tuesday most likely. So he might be back on Tuesday. Yeah, just this is tough. Another slow start for Boston. They're lucky their defense been keeping them in the game, because offensively they're just once again taking a lot of low percentage shot looks. Yeah, that's the big thing. Milwaukee just has to just finally get past the hump in the playoffs. Well, they rank second best rivalry in the ACC and SEC. I think I had Auburn, Alabama as the top rivalry. I'll go for Kentucky versus Florida lately out in the SEC, because lately it seems like Kentucky has the number for Florida. Even though like a lot of those games have been close in the past. And then in the ACC, Duke and UNC is first. Yeah, I would go Louisville, Duke. Hey, thanks so much, Jordan. Appreciate it for finding my channel here. What's good? Rye, welcome to the stream here. Happy Mother's Day to all you guys as well. All right, so we're going to get back to action in this matchup now. Celtics go right to left in the court. So they have the ball back, trailing by 6. They need something. Nice look to the bucket. Tatum dribbles left baseline, tried to pass it over to the right corner, and Butler deflects out of bounds. So the Heat just full of defenders on this team. Miami already with a couple deflections. And it's led to the Heat with 3 steals in the first 5.5 minutes. And that one happens to be steal number 4. Duncan Robinson deflects it from Smart. Takes up the court and takes a 3 wide open at the right wing and drills it. Yikes. Approaching 6 minutes remaining. Smart inside. Tough look, couldn't finish. And the Heat pick up the defensive rebound. Bam pushing it. Right past half court. Drives down the lane. Bam. Puts one up and contacted and fouled, as he'll head to the line and shoot 2. Evan Fournier picks up the personal foul. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Hey, what's good? Vegas, welcome to the stream here. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there as well. Miami Heat, welcome back on the stream. I'll know who Miami Heat's going out for in this game. Rough start for the Heat, or rough start for the Celtics here, as the Heat just getting deflections lately and attacking and getting buckets out in transition. First free throw, good by Bam. Yeah, this has just been a typical Sunday for the Celtics. Against the Knicks back in January. Against the Hornets a few weeks ago. Just another typical Sunday afternoon. Just so disappointing. Like, when you think that this team has turned a corner, and when they won like 6 straight games back in April, they just can't seem to put it together. Even though they go on a win streak, then they go back to their old self and they lost on Patriots Day to the Bulls. And they lost on Friday to Chicago as well. 10-zip run by the Heat in the last minute 40. As they're up by 11. Celtics need something over to Fournier. He has it top of the key. Bounce pass now. Tristan Thompson has it the left elbow. 1-on-1 defended by Butler. Gives it over to Smart. Smart has it. Takes the 3 fadeaway at the left wing. And that one he hits. That was a big time shot there by Marcus Smart. Able to sneak its way into the bucket. 8-point game. Heat have it. Dragic, defended by Smart, moves it over to Butler at the right baseline. Butler off a double team defended by Smart and Kemba. Back out to the top to Dragic. Slides it over to Robinson. 3 in the air from deep. Missed it off the back iron. And Tristan Thompson snags the rebound. Celtics have it, approaching 5 minutes remaining. Smart. Bounce pass off the cutter. Kemba couldn't finish. Nice look. I like... So they're going to give a... Okay, so they had a 19-11. They're going to give Smart when he hit the 3 a couple moments ago. They only gave it a 2. They changed the score on the ESPN board. Miami took a 3 straight away. They missed it. Celtics have it back. I like that attack by Kemba, but just couldn't finish. And Smart right there, as he takes it coast to coast, couldn't finish, but offensive rebound leads to the putback by Aaron Nesmith for 2. Aaron Nesmith's been huge past week and a half or so coming off the bench. Finally playing with confidence, finding his groove. Bam, open, takes the jumper, he gets it. Nobody on Bam, just wide open at the top of the free throw circle. 4.5 left to go. Not a whole lot of communication defensively either. Celtics have possession. Kemba moves over to Smart. Entry pass to Thompson. Covered quickly underneath, and Ariza picks up the foul. Right from behind as he tried to go for the block and landed on the back of Thompson. See Elite, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, Washington looks like... Yeah, Washington might be the 8 seed. I think they very well could be the 8 seed, which Philadelphia will be the 1. I think that... I still think Philly's going to take that series, but while Washington can make things interesting. Celtics get the inbound. 4:20 left to go in the first. Kemba drives right down the lane. Kicks out left corner to Nesmith, who dribbles left baseline, puts one up, and he gets fouled. $4:16 left to go in the first. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games in the channel, NBA games, also college hoops as well. Still a lot of game remaining, but another tough start here for the Celtics. Typical Sunday afternoon ball. First free throw good by Nesmith. And second one's good as well. So heat up, and they have the ball up by 7. Dragic moves over to Butler. Defended off a double team. He dribbles back, defended by Thompson. Moves it outside. Robinson over to Dragic. Kicks out left corner. Ariza shoots a 3 and missed it off the mark. Thompson picks up the defensive rebounds. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first. Celtics have possession with Fournier. Fournier gives over to Thompson at the top. Hands it back over to Fournier. Fournier dribbles. Flings it out over to Smart. Takes a 3-point shot to left wing, and he missed it off back iron. Not really much attacking going on. They're just having their hands up in the air right there with Marcus Smart, thinking that he was fouled, and that has it's a lot to do with confidence going down here once that happened. Not getting the calls as they do get a steal. Right corner 3. Nesmith fires away, and he missed it. When the threes aren't working, you got to go inside, and the Celtics not doing that right now. Miami picks up another defensive rebound. Boston is 0 for 5 from 3. Ariza receives the pass, sneaks right under Kemba and scores. Up and in with the right hand. That's good for 2 by Trevor Ariza. Approaching 3 minutes left to go in the first. Celtics obviously frustrated. You can see in the body language right now. Smart is still chirping about how he didn't get called a couple of moments ago on a shot that he thought that should have been a shooting foul. Kemba takes a J right there at the right elbow, knocks it down. So taking it further inside, and that's where you got to go. What's good, Ronan? Welcome on the stream here. 23-16. They're just not locked in. Just another unfortunate game for Boston right from the start. Still a lot of game remaining, so they gotta really just start to lock in and focus, because their effort, especially in the defensive side of the basketball, just hasn't been there through a good chunk of these games this season. Welcome in J.R. Mauricio once again. I find it odd to believe, so Celtics defense, I find this hard to believe that they're ranked number 11 in fewest points allowed this season. But I look more at how they lock up the perimeter, and that hasn't really been a thing lately for the past month or so has been really difficult on defending the three ball. Celtics are 22nd when defending the 3-point shot this season. And these past like 3-4 weeks, they've been just worse. Like a lot of these teams are shooting all over the place against Boston lately. What's good, Lane? Welcome to the stream here. I sadly think so too, honestly. Yes, I remember you, Kevin. Welcome back on the stream here, bud. Glad to have you back at the channel once again, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, Oreo Pudding, welcome back on the stream once again. What NBA fan do you think's tough to be or what team do I think's tough to be a fan at this time? I would say the Magic, because they traded their top players off of Orlando to basically just get draft picks. It's going to be tough because they're going to undergo a big-time rebuild. Also, Houston as well. Yeah, last year they were a top 5 defensive team, and that included defending the 3-ball. And just this year, they're just not connected together. It's all about the effort. They're not showing the effort on the court. Lazy plays. I remember there was a game about like 2 weeks ago that Tatum got like an inbound in the backcourt, and he just flinged it to somebody else in the backcourt, and it was stolen away and led to an easy 2. It's just lazy plays. Like, they just gotta drive more inside and take buckets more inside instead of just playing hero ball and avoiding their other teammates and jacking up 3 after 3 after 3. There was 3 straight possessions that they took perimeter 3s and missed on all of them. So we're right back to action, and the Heat took that one inside and they scored for 2. 2.5 left to go in the first. Celtics bounce pass from Kemba to Fournier. Fournier hands off to Tatum, back over to Kemba. Kemba has it the right wing as he gets fouled, bumped into, and the personal foul picked up on the court with 2:22 remaining. Yeah, I didn't have the TV channel for that one, for the Nuggets versus Nets. I heard that was a really good game though. 2:15 left to go. Celtics get the inbound. Fournier takes a 3 at the left wing. No good. Too strong off back iron. It's a lot of 1-on-1 3-ball step backs. They keep on missing. Rough game from 3 for Boston. They are 0 for 6. Iguodala moves over to the right baseline to Butler. Butler puts this ball into the key. Iguodala back outside to the top. Dragic open 3. Takes it, and he makes it. Miami up by 12. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. You can see the body language from the Celtics. They're just obviously frustrated. Once again, lack of communication defensively and failed to lock up the perimeters. The Heat just made their 4th 3 in the first quarter. Tatum defended on the 1-on-1, defended by Butler. Slides over to the left corner. Another 3 taken by Nesmith in the first one of the game as he knocks it down. So, good extra pass by Tatum. Open at the left corner. Nesmith got the look he wanted and knocked it down. Minute 25 left to go. Dragic feeds over to Iguodala. Pass inside off the fingertips of Butler. Thompson comes up with a steal in the key. Here goes Boston as they dribble up the court. Poke loose from behind, and a 3-on-1 by the Heat as they're going to take it the distance. And Tyler Hero able to lay it up and in for 2. Turnover's been an issue. Yikes. One minute left to play here in the first. Boston possession. Top of the key, Tatum, defended by Hero. Spin move underneath Tatum. There's a dump it off to Nesmith. Foul called before, though. It's on Miami. What's good? Showtime. Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, they're like 24th in the NBA this year in assists. What's good, Darren? Welcome back on board. Hope all is going well, bud. So 54 seconds remaining. Boston will go to the free throw line. Tatum shooting 2 at the line. First one through. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel here, play-by-play of NBA games, college hoops as well. After this game, I'll be covering the Knicks versus Clippers later today. Yeah, yeah, man. I've been a Celtics fan all my life, and just so disappointing this season. Second free throws go by Tatum. So Tatum's got 4 points so far. Top scorer for the Celtics is Aaron Nesmith with 7 points off the bench. As the Heat will take a deep jumper, and that is good for 3. 3-point shot number 5 of the quarter, and Goran Dragic makes his second 3 of the game. Boston has possession. Tatum, left baseline dribble, kicks out to the right corner. Grant Williams moves over to Nesmith, dribbles down the lane, passing the traffic, deflected, and it'll be called a blocking foul on Miami. Can be picked up by Dedmon. Picks up the foul. Yeah, Celtics were supposed to be top 4 in the East this season on paper. And things just didn't come their way. It starts off with not having everybody play together. That's been a huge problem. But still, you got to have next man up mentality. Here in New England, you got to follow the Bill Belichick motto. And Celtics just not the Patriots. And they don't do next man up. It's unfortunate because they struggle when players are out. And they just haven't played a game this year where everybody's fully healthy. Kemba started off the season injured for like the first 3 weeks. And then after that, it was around that time, early January, as Miami takes the 3, they make it. The Celtics then went on pause for 4 games. Then they came back in mid-January and took Tatum a long time to catch his breath, and they just weren't ever the same. Players in and out of the lineup constantly. Tatum kicks out left corner. Nesmith, 3 seconds left to go in the first, and he misses a 3 rattled out. Miami grabs the rebound. Iguodala, 3/4 court shot. That one hits the top of the shot clock, and we end the first quarter. And another rough Sunday here for the Celtics. No shocker. Got crushed against the Knicks back in early January on a Sunday afternoon. Got destroyed against Charlotte a few weeks ago on a Sunday afternoon. And here they are trailing by 13 against the Heat, giving up 36 in the first quarter. So we'll move on to the second quarter right after a brief timeout. Yeah, I've been having a good day here. So things going pretty well for me, man. I expected this, though. Yeah, it made 0 sense that they traded away Tice to get Mo Wagner, who played for 2 weeks, and then he got released. It just makes 0 sense. And then they got Luke Cornett, who just he hasn't been able to see the court at all. In this first quarter, and when he's been out there, he's been taking a lot of threes and missing a bunch. Yep, I remember that. Reaching the Eastern Conference Finals with IT and Kelly Olynyk. It's crazy. What's good, Tyrone? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Jose, what's good here, man? Hey, thanks so much for joining the stream here from India. Appreciate it, Rugved, for finding my channel. Alright, so right now we just ended the first quarter, moving on to the second in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games on the channel, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops. I'm a Celtics fan, but I cover all different types of teams for the NBA as well. I'll be back later today covering Knicks versus Clippers as well. So no Sunday night baseball tonight because I'm gonna be spending more time with my family later tonight. I was out earlier today or so maybe coming up. I'm probably gonna do a lot of special live streams for baseball in the summer. Most likely after basketball wraps up. Yeah, very tough quarter when your top scorer is Aaron Nesmith for Boston. 9 points, out of the 23 for the rookie from Vanderbilt. And then it's just been tough so far. He made only 3, 1 for 8 from 3-point range for Boston. Just the ISO ball just not working in this type of game. Miami's full of defenders. And then the turnover's been a major problem. 5 turnovers in that first quarter. Miami's had a couple buckets on the break. What's good, NBA kid? Welcome to the stream here. Can the Celtics put away the Bucks? No. Milwaukee has so many scoring options. Celtics have one of the worst benches in all the NBA, and Bobby Portis and Bryn Forbes are averaging double figures off the bench from Milwaukee, playing under 20 minutes per game. So no way can the Celtics' second unit compete even close to Milwaukee. We're back into it. 36-23. Celtics have possession as they got a couple players from their second unit out there. Peyton Pritchard dumps it off to Robert Williams. And underneath, Robert Williams scores. That one's good for 2. I've got Jokic right now for the MVP. Dedmon, bounce pass. Ball into the hands of Dragic. Gives over to Hero. Fires a jumper to right elbow. Gets it. Up by 13 again for the Heat. Celtics need something. Peyton Pritchard, he's been a bright spot of this team some of these games this year. Deep 2 off a step back. Missed it, no good, hit the front rim. Kendrick Nunn picks up the defensive rebound. Heat have possession. At the left wing, Dragic. Defended by Grant Williams. Dragic, bounce pass into the hands to Iguodala at the left baseline. Iguodala defended by Pritchard. Gives it back outside. At the left corner, Hero dumps it off to Iguodala. Floats it up before we get a foul. It's on Boston. It's going to be a reach-in foul. Reaching in, defending Iguodala. 11 minutes left to go. What's good, Russell? Welcome to the stream here, man. Not yet. They're just... It's everybody getting involved for Miami. Oh, sweet pass behind his back. Iguodala over to Hero. Turns the corner. Couldn't finish on the layup. And Dragic pins it off of Pritchard as it goes out of bounds with 1.3 seconds. So 1.3 in the shot clock, and the Heat will get the inbounds. Miami will inbound it underneath their hoop. Iguodala, the inbound passer. In the court for the Heat, Iguodala, Nunn, Dedmon, Hero, and Dragic. Celtics out in the court. Pritchard, Robert Williams III. Aaron Nesmith out there along with Tatum as well. And that one, as the shot clock was going down, it's good for 2. Could not defend the cut by Tyler Hero to the bucket as he cut it through. Pritchard has possession. Pritchard stuck, bounce pass over to Tatum. Tatum takes it right down the lane, kicks it out to the left corner, where Grant Williams shoots a 3 that's way off the mark and goes out of bounds. Last tipped out by Miami. Not a good look right there by Grant Williams. Yeah, good question. I had the Lakers going far a couple weeks ago. I had them taking them to the championship, but now I think it's going to be really tough for LA. I probably have them either going to the first or the second round, most likely, if they can even come out of the playing game. Right now, I do have them coming out of the playing game, as that 3 misses off the mark. If they take on Golden State, though, I think Golden State is capable of winning that game. At the right baseline, Iguodala has it, shot fake, as he puts a jumper past Pritchard, and he missed it, no good. Celtics pick up the defensive rebound. Boston takes it down the lane. Tatum scores with the right hand as he finishes through for 2. What's good, Ben? Welcome to the stream here, out from London. Just a lot of problems this year for Boston. They start out early, taking a bunch of 3-point shots, and they're missing a ton today. So that's why they're cold. If they attack the basket, which they're not motivated to do so early, then this would be a different outcome, but they're just simply not attacking the basket. Everything they're doing is taking a deep jumper. Tatum moves inside of Robert Williams. This time he lost control of the basketball. Grant Williams has it on the ground. You got to get rid of that. He does. Moves it over to Pritchard back outside. Pritchard at the right wing. Gives it over to Robert Williams. Turn around. Or he's going to pass a nice dump off by Robert Williams. Looked for the turnaround. Instead, turnaround dump off underneath to Grant Williams. That one is through for 2. So that's a team. That's teamwork right there. That's what you have to do. You got to find cutters to the bucket. Hero Has it at the right wing, slides across court over to Nunn. Nunn at the left wing perimeter. Nunn fires up a three. That rattled out no good. Grant Williams comes out with a defensive rebound. Celtics possession, 8:40 remaining in the second. Down by 13 for Boston. Tatum backs his way off a double team defended by Hero and Nunn. Swings it cross court to Nesmith. Moves over to Grant Williams. Deep left baseline jumper, missed, no good. And it's going to go back over to the Heat. Miami picks up the rebound. They have possession with Hero. Hero at the top of the key. Hero takes the three over Robert Williams and splash. He drills it. 45-29 with 8:17 left to go, and Boston will take their second timeout of the game. Yikes. Failure to lock up the perimeter, and it's going on right now. Miami's 43% from 3, 7 for 15 from 3, where the Celtics are 1 for 10 from 3-point range. Yikes. All right, I'm going to catch up in the chat here right now. What's good, Billy? Welcome to the stream here. Definitely agree. Tyler Hero, fun player to watch. He was terrific last year in the playoffs, and what a pickup. Yeah, I've got both of those right now currently in my finals. Clippers against Bucks. I had earlier this week Lakers against the Nets, but recently seeing those two, I know with the Nets things are gonna be different once they get James Harden back, but the thing is that the Lakers is full of injuries now. It's making me tough to pick them all the way to the finals. What's good, Sharaf? Welcome in here. I do not do hockey. I don't do hockey. Off the wall hockey has the content out there. I don't know enough about hockey to do hockey. So I've covered before, other than basketball games, I've covered baseball, NFL games, and also NASCAR races before. What's good? Save the stuff. Welcome to the stream here. It's been a rough one. Who won the Xfinity race yesterday? It was Justin Allgaier. Do you think Golden State will beat Utah? Good question. I'm probably going to say no, but I think Golden State could take them into a 7-game series. Let's see, Chris here. Hey, you're about the Reds no-hitter on Friday night. Yeah, I heard about that. I think that was the 4th no-hitter of the season. This year's been crazy with all the no-hitters so far. So right now in the timeout, we have 8:17 left remaining, second quarter. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, also college basketball as well when it comes back on in November. Welcome everybody to the stream. And you guys are out here, real MVPs out here right now. Happy Mother's Day, as we have over 80 plus on the stream right now. My favorite player is Kemba Walker. I've been a big fan of him since his UConn days. My favorite player all time is Paul Pierce. So I'm actually wearing the Kemba jersey right now. I got the Tatum jersey right behind me. I also have a Paul Pierce jersey too. I usually switch off between the three, like every so often or so. All right, we are back to action. 8:15 left to go. Celtics just really got to start finding stuff and locking it down because this is just not working. Bounce pass from Grant Williams to Tatum. Tatum drives down the lane looking for the call. Couldn't get it, but he scores with a right-handed layup. 8 minutes remaining before halftime. Miami has possession. Dragic at the top. And Marcus Smart gets called for the personal foul. He pushes down Hero to the ground. Hero was cutting around the perimeter. So the Heat will get the inbound. Court crew had to come up and mop up the spot where Hero slipped to. Miami gets the inbound. Dragic moves over to Iguodala. At the left wing, Iguodala pass over to Hero at the left corner. Hero dumps it off to Bam. Bam back outside to Hero. Jacks up a left corner three and spot on. He drills it. Celtics perimeter defense, it is suffering, allowing Miami to knock down 45% of their shots from downtown so far. Robert Williams bounce past the Smart. Turnaround jumper. Gets it. Down by 15 with 7:20 left to go. This game's on ESPN if you guys were wondering. Down the lane, Dragic had it tapped out of bounds. It's going to stay Miami ball. Who do I think is going to win the NASCAR Cup Series to race today? I'll predict Kevin Harvick today. Inbound, wide open down the cut. Puts it up and through for two, as that is good for the Heat by Kendrick Nunn. Nobody on Kendrick Nunn until the last minute they finally realized for the Boston defense. Underneath, going to drive down the lane. They score for Smart's layup. What's good, D-Block? Welcome onto the membership, man. Let's get that membership hype out in the chat here for D-Block. Welcome in, brother. Hope all is going well. 7 minutes left to go in the second. Miami has possession. Nunn moves it out to the left wing. Back over left corner to Butler. Butler has possession, defended by Tatum. Butler moves it inside. Turnaround jumper. That one banked home. Iguodala hits it for two off the backboard. It's good. Celtics just no response defensively. Smart, right baseline dribble. Nice change of speeds. Moves right past Hero to the bucket and scores with the right hand. Marcus Smart, back-to-back-to-back layups for the Celtics. As we go on the timeout here, 6:32 remaining. Heat take a timeout. What's good, Don? Welcome on the stream once again here. CP3 taking Chase Elliott today in the NASCAR race. So welcome in D-Block out to the membership squad here. You guys the legends out in the stream. I'm a Celtics fan as we welcome in Dr. Backpack in here. I'm actually from Massachusetts, if you guys didn't know. I'm a Celtics fan myself, but I covered entire NBA play-by-play, also college basketball as well. Later today, I'll be covering the Knicks versus the Clippers as well. Hopefully that game will be a better game than this one, and hopefully we'll see a comeback, but it's just been tough so far. Yeah, this is crazy. Miami's on pace to score like 130 or over 130 put out here. And this is just unfortunate for the Celtics because Miami's at I think they're like bottom 5 in scoring this season. They're a top 5 defense, but they're around 25th in scoring. Yeah, Boston has had comebacks, but they've fallen short a lot. Like there was one game, I think they were down against the Bucks, like down by 24. They came back, they put it to like a 3-point game, but they lost. So there's been comebacks, but it's just been too little, too late. Well, it's good. Welcome in Justin on the stream here. This just been a tough one. It'd be nice if they could cut into this right now. They just have to make defensive stops, and they failed to lock up the perimeter so far, just like they've haven't been able to do here for over the last one 1.5 plus months is that Miami's made 8 3-point shots. 2 each by Nunn, 2 by Robinson, 2 by Dragic, and 2 by Hero. So it's tough when you've got 4 separate players for the Heat who's made at least 2 3-point shots. And for Boston, just a lot of one-on-one ISO ball is that their three's just not falling. So we're back from the timeout. 6:20 left to go. Boston down by 15, and the Heat have possession at the top of the key. Ariza, defended by Thompson, moves it over as the ball goes into the hands to Nunn. Dribbles towards the left wing perimeter. Nunn slides it back out to the top to Ariza. Ariza right down the lane, floats up the teardrop and scores. Another 2 points for Miami. Approaching 6 on the clock for the Celtics. At the right wing, Smart has it. Smart 1-on-1 defended by Robinson. Moves over to the top to Kemba. Kemba dribbles right down the lane. Lost control of the basketball. Here's the thing. Spurs are not a top 10 defensive team. Miami's top 5 in defense. Underneath, Butler gets contacted and fall. They'll shoot 2 at the line. So Kemba Walker got pickpocketed the basketball. Stolen away by Jimmy Butler. And that is turnover number 6 for Boston. Been a huge problem with points off of turnovers. Miami's got 8 of those today. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's out. So Jaylen Brown's the big key for this team, for Boston. He's the tone setter for the team in attacks inside. When this team doesn't have him, they'll attempt like 40, 45, 50 3-point shots per game like they did against OKC. They attempted 49 threes and they missed a ton. Both of the free throws are good at the line as well. Heat up by 19. Butler's got 4 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Kemba has possession. Hands it off to Fournier. Fournier at the top of the key. Moves it back outside to Kemba, defended by Butler at the left wing. Kemba with 8 on the shot clock. Moves it to Fournier. 5.5 remaining on the game clock. Passes back outside to Grant Williams. Left corner 3, and it's way off. Thompson puts it up and scores. That is good. Up and in off the backboard. They got to stop the 3-point left corner shooting with Grant Williams because it's just not working. Kendrick Nunn has possession. At the right baseline. Dumps it off into the key. Adebayo has it in his hands as he gets wrestled down to the ground. Boston will force a tie-up. 5:07 remaining. That was a dangerous pass. And it'll be jump ball between Smart and Bam. This one goes up on a jump ball, and Duncan Robinson comes down with it. Moves it back outside to Ariza. Open 3 at the left corner. Gets past Grant Williams and scores. Grant Williams falls for the shot fake. 20-point lead for the Heat. Celtics have possession. Boston could not come back against Charlotte. Another Sunday afternoon, we'll see what happens. Smart takes the 3, hits it. There you go. We'll see if this is worth something. Down by 17, now they have to make stops. Smart's got 13 points. He's been efficient today, 6 for 9 from the floor. Left baseline dribble. Inside Bam. Bam gets contacted and followed by Grant Williams. Miami gets the inbound, 4:30 of remaining, 12 on the shot clock. Heat have it. Butler swings out right corner. Ariza fires a 3. No good, missed it off back iron. Thompson picks up the defensive rebounds. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the stream here. Doing pretty well today. Happy Mother's Day out to you guys, by the way. And just, Celtics take it up the court. Don't even bother passing it. They jack up a 3. They miss it. Heat have possession. Approaching 4 left to go in the second. Butler dumps it off inside, deflecting and stolen. That's how you do. Now you have Tatum up the court, and they don't even bother passing it to him. Kemba instead jacks up a 3 straight away. And it's way off the mark. Where's the teamwork? You had Tatum on the break. Under 4 left to go in the second. Butler has it. Fakes the pass, moves over to Bam. Pass off the cutter to Ariza. Too easy. Gets past Fournier and gets fouled as well. Trevor Ariza going to shoot 1 at the line. It's a 19-point lead for Miami. Hey, there you go. Uncle Pizzle is on bus 355 watching me. I appreciate the dedication out here like always, man. coming out supporting these streams. Trevor Ariza, 1 free throw. And that one's good. Under 4 minutes left to go. Celtics down by 20. At the top of the key, Smart. Bounce pass over to Thompson. Thompson dribbles back out, hands it off to Kemba. Kemba at the right wing, dumps it off to Smart. Shot fake at the left wing, defended by Butler. 8 in the shot clock, moves over to Tatum. Tatum defended by Robinson. Left baseline jumper, tough one by Tatum. Comes up as an air ball. Kicked out of bounds by the Heat. It's going to stay Celtics basketball with 3 in the shot clock. Everything just coming up short lately. Not a whole lot of looks. Not a whole lot of good looks. 3 on the shot clock, 3:27 left to go. Refs are still talking about it right now, what this is going to be. Initial call was out of bounds by Miami. Yeah, Tatum's only taken 5 shots today. Marcus Smart's taken 10 shots. Thompson gets the inbound, hands it off to Kemba. Kemba turns the corner, dribbles down the lane. Kemba gets fouled, and he'll go to line, shoot 2. Personal foul picked by Bam. What's good, Rezi, David? Dave, welcome to the stream here, guys. Pedro, welcome to the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. And glad to have you guys be a part here today. After this stream, I'll be covering the Knicks versus the Clippers after this game later today. First free throw is good. Yeah, this just been a tough Sunday afternoon for Boston. It wouldn't even shock me if they don't even make it to the playoffs, honestly. Like, I can picture Boston losing to Charlotte in the play-in and then having to play another game and losing against Washington. Second free throw missed by Kemba. Tatum comes out with an offensive rebound, though. Back outside to Kemba. Kemba, one-on-one defended by Butler. Moves it out to Smart. 15 on the shot clock. 3:10 left to go. Smart passes. Terrible decision. Stolen away as Bam jumps the root. Picks it off with a steal. As he takes it past half court. Bam. Contacted past half court by Kemba. And the foul occurs with 3:03 left to go. And it's going to send Bam to the bonus shooting 2. Rough. That is turnover number 7 for Boston today. And they've got almost as many turnovers as they do for assists. Yikes. Next live stream's right after this one. Knicks versus Clippers. First free throw is good. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Brad Stevens gets fired at the end of the season. All the big expectations, you were supposed to be on paper top 4 in the Eastern Conference, along with Brooklyn, Philly, and Milwaukee, and you're back at number 7 and going to stay at number 7 right now. And you take on the same team the next game on Tuesday. 3 minutes left to go. Fournier moves it outside to Tate, a wide open 3. He'll take the shot, and it goes in. Luck of the bounce, it rattles in. Lucky 3. Still down by 18, though. Tatum's got 11. It's his 6th attempt of the game. He's 4 for 6 from the floor. They got to feed it more to Tatum. Right down the lane. Bam! Contacted. Blocking foul by Marcus Smart. And Bam scores. And he will go to the free throw line and shoot 1. 2:40 remaining. I know a lot of people think that the Celtics going to be the 6th seed. I don't know where that's coming from, because if you watch these games, this is supposed to be a close game. The line for this game was even. Knowing what goes on Sundays, I predicted the Heat by double digits today. I predicted them by 11. My prediction was 114 to 103, and that's being generous. Because I've seen them get blown out by 30 on Sunday afternoons. Celtics down by 21. Kemba moves it outside to Nesmith. Catch and fire 3. That comes out way short. He knew it too. Butler comes up. Nobody out on the break to defend, and it leads down as Butler's pass up the court to Ariza. Ariza throws it down with a two-handed jam. This is what I mean. Nobody out in transition defending. What's good, Cody, Missy? Welcome on the stream here. This is a very tough game. Boston has it. At the right corner, Kemba dumps it off to Neesmith cross court. Neesmith hands it off to Tatum. 8 on the shot clock, approaching 2 minutes left to go. Tatum 1-on-1 defended by Ariza. Tatum spin move right down the lane. He gets called for the offensive foul. Runs over Butler, and you can see it with the body language. Jason Tatum jawing at the official right now. They've just, since this game started, Smart had his hands up in the air in the first quarter. Looking for a foul, couldn't get one. He had his hands up in the air for multiple minutes in this game. Boston down by 23, and the Heat have possession too. Yeah, definitely need a 60 from Tatum in this type of game here. Robinson fires a 3 over Fournier, nothing but net as he goes bullseye and drills it. Evan Fournier late on the screen to cover Duncan Robinson. Too good of a three-point shooter to be late on that one. 1:48 left to go. This is kind of looking similar to that score against San Antonio at halftime, as they were trailing down 72-48 at half against the Spurs, and they are down even worse, 72-46. Yikes! As we go into half, or not even. We're actually under 2 minutes left to go before half. So timeout taken by Brad Stevens with 1:48 before half. What's good, Andrew? Welcome on here. Yeah, body language is terrible out here. Yeah, this is just flat out sad indeed. 72 points given up against the number 25 offense in the NBA with the Heat. Miami came into this game top 5 in defense and bottom 5 in points scored per game. It's just really sad. I think it starts on the defensive side of the basketball. And it starts with Brad Stevens holding these players accountable, I feel like. Because there's been multiple threes going down today. And this is not what we saw last year from the Celtics. They were top 5 in defending the perimeter. And now they're bottom 8 in the NBA in defending the perimeter this season. To take a big step back like that, and all they're doing today is just taking threes. That one goes down as we're back from the timeout. Evan Fournier knocks down the 3. 72-49 with 1:20 left to go. I think missing Jaylen Brown has a huge impact on this game. Or like every single time or so. Just players in and out. It's been a problem as Robinson gets fouled. So Duncan Robinson will head to the line, shoot 2. Yeah, I was waiting for that switch 2 years ago when the Celtics had Kyrie. I was waiting for them to turn on the switch, and then they got eliminated in the second round against the Bucks. And I thought that switch happened from 2 years ago. There was a couple of games down the stretch. I thought they were turning on the switch, and it kind of seems like this year there's been times I thought that they were turned on the switch, and then I was like, yeah, I should hold off on that. No, because I legit thought that they could make a push for the 4 seed when they were on a 6-game winning streak in April. But at the time, the Knicks were on a 7-game winning streak at the time, and they pushed it up to 9, where the Celtics played on Patriots Day and they lost against Chicago, and then after that they just haven't been able to get on a big winning streak ever since. Pass over to Tatum underneath, he scores for 2. 74-51 now the score. Final minute left to go before half. Miami has possession. At the left elbow, Bam moves over to Ariza. Ariza defended by Kemba, backs his way in there for Trevor Ariza. Inside, gets past Kemba and scores. And Trevor Ariza just keeps on sneaking his way up and underneath, defended by Kemba. 14 for Ariza, as he's the top scorer so far today for the Heat. Missed 3 by Tatum. Fournier, ball comes back to him, gets the offensive rebound deep. 2, he takes a tough shot, and that's good. Down by 23 in the final 23 seconds. Heat have possession. Tyler Hero moves over to Bam. Bam at the edge of the Celtics logo, passes outside to Butler at the left wing. Butler holds it, 1 second differential, shot clock and game clock. Butler defended by Tatum. Butler in a 1-on-1, dribbles inside, moves it back out right corner. Ariza shot fake, gets past Kemba, takes the three, and he makes it. Kemba Walker getting shredded by Trevor Ariza. Guess what? Top scorer for the Heat with 17 points in the first half. That is embarrassing. As we go into halftime, Miami up by a lot. 79-53. The score here as the Heat are just crushing it. And the Celtics getting pummeled, find themselves down by 26 at halftime. Yep, Uncle Pizzle said it once, he'll say it a million times. Tatum, Brown, and Kemba should be tearing up the league, and this just, unfortunately, really unfortunately sad. So many high expectations when you think about this team coming into the season, and this is just tough. When you got Grant Williams on the court, playing in the first half, Grant Williams played, it seemed like more than 8 minutes. Grant Williams played 8 minutes in the first half, but if you take Grant Williams on another team, he'd be the number 14 or 15 scorer on another team. That's worse than Boston. Like the number 14 or 15 scorer on a team like say Chicago or like a team like Sacramento. Honestly. Like they don't get much bench production. Aaron Nesmith, He's starting to come alive lately. He scored 9 points. Celtics as a team only have 13 points and a half off the bench. Miami's bench points in the first half. They got 22 bench points. And this, so outgaining the Celtics 22-13 at halftime. And 9 of those points by Nesmith. Obviously the big struggle here today is it's been, for the last month and a half, it's gotten worse, is defending the three ball. They got ripped a couple weeks ago by Charlotte. Two weeks ago when they played the Hornets, Charlotte was just ripping threes left and right. And now Miami's doing it here today, and this is a bottom 5 team in scoring. Miami's top 5 in defense per game, but they are bottom 5 in scoring per game, and Miami just made, as a team, 11 three-point shots in the first half. They are 53% from 3. This is just tough to watch. You can't win these games. How do you expect to beat the Hornets in the playing game when they ripped to shreds to you 2 weeks ago on national TV, knocking down, I think it was like 23s that game. What's good, Paul? Welcome to the stream here. Yes, I'll be covering Knicks against Clippers later today. If you guys are doing the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover NBA games, also college hoops games as well. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm a Celtics fan from Massachusetts. I'm a big fan for the Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, and Bruins. And yeah, obviously this is just rough. Hopefully that next game will be closer. Still, you got the second half. Hopefully they make major changes and some type of switch just flips here. So this can be just a massive comeback in the second half. But this is going to be a tough one, because they're going to have to find ways to score on a team that's top 5 defensively in the league this season. So you know when there's problems when the Heat have 19 assists, so they are playing like a team, moving the ball around, a tremendous clip. 7 of those assists by their leader, Jimmy Butler. The top scorer, Trevor Ariza, with 17 at halftime, and Kemba Walker just getting shredded by Trevor Ariza. And then for Boston, they've got 12 assists at the half. They almost have more fouls at halftime than they do as assists. 11 personal fouls to 12 assists. Let's see here. What was the best matchup this season? I think for the Celtics, the best matchup for them for some reason has been, but it's very odd, their resume. is that they beat Denver twice. Like for some reason, so they can't play them in the playoffs because Denver's in the Western Conference, but they had Denver's number twice. It's very odd. They swept the Clippers and they swept Denver. So they swept the number 3 and the 4 teams in the Western Conference. And then in the East, they struggle against teams like Chicago. They had a tough time against the Pistons too. And they actually took 2 games of the series against Milwaukee out of 3 this season, but that first game was in the season opener when everybody besides Kemba was healthy for that game, and it came down to Jason Tatum with a magical game-winning shot. What's good, Wes Miller's brother? Welcome to the stream here. Paul, welcome to the channel from Sicily. Appreciate you here for stopping them by. Celtics having a lot of trouble defending the perimeter and playing a lot of hero ball in that first half. What's good, Sleeping Angels? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I think Brad Stevens going to get fired next year. I think immediately after they lose in the playing game, if they can't make their way into the playoffs, he's going to get fired. Hey, thanks so much, Ben, for finding my channel, bud. Appreciate it here. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games in the channel, NBA games, also college hoops as well. Yeah, I definitely think a part of the problem is Brad Stevens needs to hold these players accountable. And he's a basketball mind, but with other coaches, those coaches would be reaming out their players during the game for what's going on, and he just is just way too lax and just has his arms crossed and just walks all around. Like this would not be happening if he had a coach like Pop out there right now, like somebody that could just ream you out in the game and really start to have these players just consider their responsibility and not to play lazy basketball, to be locked, connected, and play together out there. Do I think the Nets don't make it past the second round, Steve Nash will be fired? I will go no there. So this is his first season. I think he's going to have, if for some reason if they don't make it past the second round, I think they're going to give him another chance. That, on paper, Brooklyn should be making the playoffs, and on paper they should be winning the title, but it's Philly and the Bucks are going to make it a run for its money for Brooklyn. And the Bucks beat Brooklyn back-to-back games too. The Bucks swept Philadelphia, and they're 2-1 in the season against Brooklyn. Joe, welcome to the stream here. Just very embarrassing first half. What's good from the Philippines? Jocelyn, welcome to the stream here. Uncle Pizzle got 2 more stops on the bus there. Good for you, man. Glad to have you on these streams out in London. I think same as Ben. I think he's out as well, out in the UK as well. Yeah, so right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new in the channel, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. Appreciate everyone for being a part on the stream today. Hey, what's good here? Joe from Ireland, as we welcome you on the stream. A lot of people out here internationally, which is good. I see a lot more like out in Europe for this game today because it's on a Sunday afternoon where I am. I think out in Europe, I think it's like Sunday night by now. Yeah, I don't think a lot of college coaches would go for the job right now, because a lot of these teams are having like transfers into their college right now throughout the season. I was thinking maybe Kevin McHale hasn't coached, I think, since like 2016. So maybe because he was a head coach at Houston. He had back-to-back 50-plus win seasons in 2014 and 2015. And he played for the Celtics too throughout his career. Prediction here for the final score: 159 to 106. Oof. 8:24 out in Sicily here. Yeah, you guys are. So you're about 6 hours ahead. Joe's 5 hours ahead where I am. I'm in the East Coast out here in Mass. Yeah, no problem, Dakota. This is a real tough one. I actually predicted the Heat in this game by 11. Was my prediction. 114 to 103 was my prediction. Yes, Boston needs a lot of defensive adjustments in the second half. Kemba Walker's getting shredded by Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza's got 17 points in that first half, and Miami's made 11 threes. What's good, Cooper? Welcome to the stream here. Right now we're just at halftime. Hopefully we'll have a turnaround here in the second half. Make this a interesting game to say the least. Yeah, very tough start here. Looking like it's gonna end that way most likely. Welcome in Trey out here. I expected it, honestly. It just seems like this team just doesn't want to play like anymore. They've given up on the season when there's still 5 games remaining. It wouldn't shock me by this rate if they lose against the Cavs this week. What's good? DRMN, welcome to the stream right now. Still at halftime. Got 100 out in the chat. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games here on the channel, NBA games, college hoops as well. I also cover special live streams from time to time. Could be like a Major League Baseball game or a NASCAR race or an NFL game for some of the special live streams. Those are out on the channel for members and mods who are part of the chat for those special live streams. I cover them at least once per month, and those who sign up for a membership, it's as low as $1.99 per month. It gets you special access to those live streams. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there as well. Thanks so much, guys. That's awesome. Frank born in the beautiful Berkshires. Always nice over there. I'm around around like 2.5 hours away from the Berkshires. So I'm kind of towards like Rhode Island where I live. I'm from Massachusetts, but in southeastern Mass, where I'm from. It's beautiful out there. I went out a few years ago towards there. We went through I think it was like a Lee and... Yeah, we went out towards like Lee, Mass, out in the Berkshires, and then we took the back roads all the way to Whately, out in Western Mass. It's a lot of good stuff out there. I had one of my coworkers that used to work with me. He moved away out to the Berkshires. I think he's out in Northampton right now where he is. Yeah, realistically, these are the playoffs for the Celtics. These games to determine seedings. And this game right here, it's number 6 Miami taking on number 7 Boston. And on Friday night, the Celtics were the number 6 team, and then the Celtics lost against Chicago. The Heat won in their last game, and Miami overtook Boston. That's awesome. That's awesome there. So Frank was born out in Lee. Yeah, I went there a few years ago coming back from Albany. All right, so we are back now for the third quarter. Hopefully we've seen a change here in this Boston team with their body language and everything. Celtics will go left to right starting off the third. Miami will go right to left. Tatum draws the ball on Ariza around the perimeter, and it goes through the first 6 seconds. Celtics get the inbounds. Marcus Smart signaling Kemba Walker to the other side. Thompson hands it off to Kemba, dribbles towards his right, drives down the lane. Kemba over the right hand. No good, couldn't finish, but Thompson was there from behind to trail it. A foul is picked up by the Heat again, and the clock will stop 17 seconds in. It's going to send Kemba Walker shooting 2 at the free throw line. 11:43 left to go in the third. And we'll see if this sparks something for Boston. First free throw, Kemba gets it. So on the court for the Celtics, Kemba, Tristan Thompson, Evan Fournier, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart to start off the third. Second free throw, Kemba gets that one. Defense, that has been the big problem for Boston. 11 made threes by Miami in the first half. He already with 5 players in double figures. Bam takes up the court at the top of the free throw circle. He's defended by Thompson, moves over to Robinson. On the court for Miami, Robinson, Bam, Butler, Ariza, Kendrick Nunn. As that shot missed over the backboard, no good by Miami. Ball gets right back with a rebound for the Celtics. 3-point shot by Fournier. He drills it at the left wing perimeter. 5-zip run right out of the gate in the third for the Celtics. First 50 seconds through. Miami has possession. Butler at the top of the key, defended by Smart. Moves over to Ariza. Left baseline dribble on Tatum. On a one-on-one, hands it back outside to Butler. Butler switch, defended by Tatum. At the left baseline as Kemba defends Nunn. Turnaround jumper. No good, missed it. Great contest by Kemba. And Tatum comes out with a defensive rebound. Here goes the Celtics. Tatum pass ahead to Kemba. Kemba underneath, puts it up, and again he gets contacted and fouled. And Kemba Walker looking for the and one, couldn't get it. Got hit on the head by Robinson. Robinson picks up the foul. And Kemba Walker heading back to the free throw line, shooting 2. So this is what I want to see right here. Attack, attack, attack. And Kemba Walker gets to the free throw line twice in the first 50. Yeah, he gets to the free throw line in the first 59 seconds into this game twice. First free throw is good. Yeah, same with me, D-Block. I thought they should have gone more out for like more of a better veteran interior piece than Thompson. It just hasn't been enough. Like last off season and the trade deadline just hasn't been enough at all for Boston. Second free throw go by Kemba. Now they put it to 19. Miami has possession. Jumper by Butler at the left elbow, and he missed it. He got fouled by Kemba. So Butler will shoot 2 at the line. What's good, JD? Welcome to the stream here. Looking for the Bucks Heat rematch in the playoffs. Jabari Parker hasn't even played today. Butler hits the first one. So Jabari Parker, Shemi Ojeleye, Luke Cornett, Tremont Waters, Carson Edwards, Romeo Langford, all those players haven't checked into the game at all today. And the only one listed on the injury report was Jaylen Brown. That was it. Everybody else was available to play today. Butler misses the second one. Celtics have possession. Smart the free throw circle. Back outside to Tatum. Tatum hands it off now to Smart. Spin move. Down the lane. Smart. Flings it out left corner. Deflected out of bounds. Great defense by Ariza as Smart was looking for Fournier, and Ariza tapped it out of bounds. What's good, Compton? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, this is not looking good throughout the entire game. This has just been a typical Sunday here in Boston. Kemba gets the handoff from Thompson, moves it back outside of Fournier, shoots a 3, missed it, tapped off the glass. Thompson couldn't get it, but Bam gets called for the foul. 10:09 left to go in the third. And it'll be a non-shooting foul. So it's before Thompson's tip-in motion. Celtics will get the inbound, 10:09 in the third. Inbound for Thompson, hands it off to Kemba. Kemba at the top, defended by Bam, slides over to Smart. Smart dribbles right baseline underneath, moves it back out to the top. Kemba, 5 in the shot clock, and Smart gets called for the offensive foul. Runs over Ariza, trying to kick it back outside to Smart with 10 minutes remaining, and Miami will have the ball back. Yeah, I agree, JD. They should have got Vucevic there from the Magic. What's good, Armando? Welcome to the stream here, man. King Power, welcome back in the stream. 10 minutes remaining, third quarter, Miami by 20. Nunn, outside to Butler. Butler takes it right down the lane, kicks it outside, and Nunn at the left wing fires a three. Hit the front rim, deflected up in the air, and Kemba comes out with a rebound. Celtics now have the ball. Kemba Walker at the top of the key. 1-on-1 defended by Kendrick Nunn. 15 on the shot clock, gives it over to Smart. Smart dribbles inside the key underneath. Defended by Ariza, puts it up. Tough shot. Deflected in the key, and Butler picks up the rebound as he gets contacted right before half court by Thompson. Thompson picks up the fall, and the clock will stop with 9:32. Taco is yet to play in the game today. Nice Taco Bell. What's good, Esteban? Welcome on here, man. This has just been a tough season. 9.5 left to go, third quarter. Yes, it most like so it's not set yet, but this most likely means that the Celtics will probably be in the play-in tournament because they're gonna be tied with their series with the Heat 1-1. The bigger game is the one to determine the series, which will be on Tuesday, but this gives the Heat some more separation. The Heat are going to be 2 games above the Celtics with, I think, like 4 games remaining on the schedule. Do I think the Celtics can still win this game? I'll say no. This is going to be a tough. Miami's a top 5 team in defenses. Duncan Robinson drills a 3 open at the left wing and knocks it down. 9:05 left to go. Duncan Robinson, his 4th made 3. 12 threes as a team today by the Heat. Tatum has possession, dribbles right down the lane inside, shot fake at the left double, swings out right corner, open 3, Fournier, delivers. Evan Fournier with a triple. Down by 20 though. Evan Fournier with 13, pass underneath to Butler, and it gets deflected from behind, out of bounds by Smart. What's good, Raphael? Welcome to the stream here. This game's on ESPN, so it can be found on ESPN. Heat feed the ball over to Robinson, fades away for the 3, and the inbound at the right corner, missed it. Celtics pick up the defensive rebounds. Tatum moves out right corner, shot fake, Kemba. Jumpers, he takes one, and he missed it. Butler picks up the defensive rebound. 8.5 left to go. Miami takes up the court with Butler. Butler down the lane, swings it back outside to Nunn. Nunn turns the corner, dribbles to the right elbow. Defended by Fournier, bounce pass over to Butler. Butler now defended 1-on-1 by Kemba. Kicks it back outside to Nunn. Catching fire, missed off the mark of the right corner. Celtics pick up the defensive rebound. 8:10 left to go. They feed the pass to Fournier. Right down the lane, there goes Fournier. Puts it up over. Butler scores with a right-handed layup. Puts this back win in 18. 8 minutes remaining in the third. Butler, 1-on-1 defended by Smart, moves over to Bam. Bam with 10 on the shot clock at the right baseline. Back outside, missed his mark on the pass, and it goes to the backcourt out of bounds. Rare turnover for the Heat. And now it'll be Celtics basketball as the clock stops with under 8 minutes. That's turnover number 5 today for Miami. So that's just a rare miscue right there for Miami, that they passed it well wide out of bounds. Celtics will see if they can make some points out of this. Fournier at the top, dribbles. At the left double, floats one up, scores, contact, and he gets fouled as well. And one coming up here at the line by Evan Fournier with 7:40 remaining in the third. And that free throw is good. Means that a timeout gets taken by Eric Spoelstra here for the Heat. Celtics cut it down to 15, 83-68. So finally starting to cut into some of this if they want to make a comeback. The defense has been better here in the second half. So the defense has been much better in the second half. Yeah, I totally agree there, D-Block. Celtics definitely need a great center that can defend. Yeah, this is just good old losing for the Celtics on Sundays, though they're coming back a little bit. Still got a lot of time remaining. 7:40 remaining in the third. 26-point lead at 1 point for the Heat. Celtics have put it to a 15-point game. They just got to keep it up and play a ton more defense to get through. Yeah, nobody wants to see Golden State. They're going to be tough in the playoffs. Yeah, so thinking about impactful free agents Celtics have signed in the past that have played for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward was signed in 2017, Al Horford in 2016. Jason Terry in 2012. But not really much that's like put him over the top. Yeah, there hasn't really been much that's put him over the top in the past. Eddie House in 2007. Because he was picked up that year. I think that they went and won the title with KG, Allen, and Pierce. But there really hasn't been like much like big names that's transformed the team. Yeah, 1 week left and then regular season finishes up. Seems like the season just whipped right by. So 83-68. Evan Fournier been a bright spot today. I remember the first couple of games for Evan Fournier was really rough. That he was barely even scoring first couple of games. As I heard that it took him a while to get back because he had to catch his breath, and it took him a while to get back on the court. Jason Tatum gave him pointers about that too, because they were going through like the same. Fournier was going through about the same things that Tatum was when he was recovering. Turnaround jumper, Butler hits it as we're back from the timeout in Miami, extending their lead now. So they lead by 17. 7:10 left to go. Celtics have possession. Fournier looking for more as he's hungry. Attacks down the lane, floats up the shot, missed it off the back iron, tip to the perimeter. Kemba comes up and gets the possession here, saves it with offensive rebound. Kemba bursts of speed, and he's going to get contacted from behind. So Kemba, third time coming up here at the free throw line. 7:02 left to go in the third. Kemba attacking the bucket here. That's what's changed in the third quarter. Taking less threes and going for more twos. If they had done that early in this game, this would be a different type of game right now. But for some reason, the Celtics always seem to start out slow and put themselves behind the 8 ball for a reason, because all they want to do is shoot threes. First shot good. Second free throw good by Kemba. Back to 15. Now the Celtics looking for a stop. Heat will have the basketball. Miami pass half court. Butler defended by Smart. Butler dribbles, floats one up at the right elbow, scores. Always seem to respond after Boston gets 2 points on the board. And that's what Jimmy Butler did there. Kemba has it at the top, defended by Ariza. Dribbles to the left wing, switched over, defended by Robinson. Left baseline dribble, Kemba. Kicks it out, right corner to Fournier. Fournier moves it cross court, left corner, Smart. Smart dribbles, nice move at the left baseline, attacks and scores. Nice move to get past Ariza for 2. That's what you gotta do right there. Nice find by Evan Fournier. Miami has possession, 6:20 left to go, and a personal foul picked up. It's gonna be on Thompson. It's around the perimeter, non-shooting foul. Butler gets the inbound over to Dragic. Dragic passes over to Bam. Bam at the top of the key. Bam defended by Thompson, moves over to Dragic. Dragic dribbles towards his right, spins it out over to the left wing. Ariza fires a 3, missed it, and rebound goes to Tatum. Celtics have possession. Tatum 1-on-1, defended by Butler. At the left wing, gives it over to Smart. Flings it out right wing. Shot fake, open 3, Fournier. It is up and gets it. Evan Fournier. Big time here, the third, and puts this to a 12-point game. This is getting interesting. 14 points this quarter, 21 total. Top score for the C's here by Evan Fournier today. 5:40 remaining in the third, 10 on the shot clock for Bam as he has the ball. Pass off to a cutting Butler. Underneath, nice cover by the Celtics. Tatum and Kemba right back underneath the hoop to defend off a double team. Over to Dragic. Gets away from the screen, offensive foul by Miami. Bam runs over Fournier inside the key. It's going to be Celtics ball, and they have a chance to cut this game to either a 10 or a 9-point game with a bucket here. Wow. So they finally start to wake up in the second half. Celtics much better defensively as far as their effort. Kemba, 1-on-1 defended by Dragic. Bounce pass over to Fournier. Fires a 3. Hit the rim short, no good. And defensive rebound goes over to the Heat. 22-8 run by Boston in the last 6.5 minutes. Butler, defended by Fournier at the right wing perimeter. Butler has the ball as he'll take this one at the right elbow. Off a double team defended by Tatum and Fournier. Bounce pass off a cutter. Ariza puts it up and scores. That's good for 2, and nobody was on Ariza as he was able to cut right baseline. Celtics have possession again. Under 5 remaining in the third. Boston inside the key. Tatum moves it back outside to Smart. Flings it cross court to Fournier at the right baseline. Right baseline dribble. Fournier puts one up and he gets fouled. And that will result in 2 free throws to the line. Bam picks up the blocking foul. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games in the channel, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. And welcome for being a part here, everybody, today. I'll also be back later today between the Knicks and the Clippers, covering that game as well in around like 50 minutes. Yep, totally agree here, Ben. Celtics gotta, if they had attacked inside, they wouldn't be down in this hole right now. It's gonna be Thompson instead. Alright, so it was Thompson who was fouled. I thought it was Fournier in the shot. It's Thompson, the refs say. And Tristan Thompson shooting 2 shots at the line. And the first one he misses, hit the rim short. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of good players I just see in my in the free agency portal here for upcoming season. So these are the players that's going to be free agents for 2021 at the end of the season. Chris Paul, Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Mike Conley, DeMar DeRozan, Evan Fournier going to be a free agent after end of this season too. Second free throw, Thompson missed it, so they came away with nothing that trip for Boston. At the left wing, Robinson fires away, and he's too good. Hits it down at the left wing, and it's a 17-point lead here for Miami. Celtics have the possession. Duncan Robinson's made 5 threes today. Smart puts one up, gets blocked out of bounds by Denman. What's good, Mr. D? Welcome to the stream right now. Dennis Schroeder, too. He's going to be a free agent. Approaching 4 left to go in the third. Fournier gets the inbound. Moves over to Tatum. Jumper gets it at the free throw circle for Jason Tatum. They made it interesting. They were down as many by 26 as a 15-point game. Now they just can't cut it any further. They've cut it as much as by 12. And just couldn't come away with anything at the free throw line. Butler defended by Fournier, right baseline. Butler puts one up over Fournier, missed it, deflected. Last touch by Dedmon out of bounds. It's going to be Celtics ball. Celtics still have life in this game. Have to make stops. They've been much better defensively here in the third quarter. Tatum underneath attacks, and he gets fouled. They've had so many opportunities for and one plays. They just can't convert, but Dedmon picks up the personal foul. It will send Jason Tatum shooting 2 at the line. We got 130 plus out on the stream right now. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops, and welcome guys for being a part here today. First shot good at the line by Tatum. What's good, Warren? Welcome in here, man. Yeah, this is very difficult. Second free throw and no good, rattled out. Dedmon snatches the defensive rebound for the Heat. They've had opportunities on free throws. They're 15 for 19 today for Boston when it comes to free throws. Butler, bounce pass over to Dedmon. Swings it out right corner. Dragic fires a 3 over Fournier and gets it. When you think that they can get back in this game, Miami responds with a big bucket just like that. Marcus Smart. Bounce pass over to Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Tatum one-on-one defended by Robinson. Right baseline dribble. Tatum moves off to a cutter. Luke Cornett going in with a size as he receives the pass down the lane from Tatum. Throws down the two-handed dunk. Cornett finally getting in on the action today with his first minutes of the game. Butler contacted by Tatum on a reach-in, and the clock will stop with 3 minutes. And Carson Edwards is out there now as well. All right, so we're going to go to a timeout. Up by 15, the Heat lead. Still, there's a lot of game remaining. Boston outscoring Miami in the third quarter, 27-16. The Celtics were down as many by 26 at one point. What's good? Salty Obama, Emery, welcome in the stream. Yeah, very frustrating this season. You would think that they'd be in the top 4 in the Eastern Conference, but no. They have fallen back. A lot of trouble this season. What's good, Anthony? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it looks like that way. I actually predicted the Heat today in this game. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play of NBA games, college hoops as well on the streams when it comes back on in November. Also, feel free to check out the channel memberships that we have. As low as $1.99 per month gets you special access to shout-outs at every single one of my live streams if you're a channel member, along with special live streams I cover at least once per month to non-basketball related content. It could be like a NFL game or Major League Baseball game or NASCAR race for a couple of special live streams that I have covered non-basketball related sports for members and mods out in the chat. Also, if anybody's interested, we have a merchandise site as well that we have some pretty cool stuff on. Short sleeve, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, the Behind Your Basketball channel merchandise. And check out the channel Discord and the Twitter as well, as all those links, all 4, Discord, Twitter, merchandise, and memberships are all posted down in the video description. Yeah, hit me up in the chat who you've got today in this game, Celtics or Heat. This is a very tough game. especially for Boston. For Miami, they're on the verge to either playing Milwaukee or Brooklyn in the first round, most likely. The Heat looking like they're gonna be the 6th seed, and then the Celtics looking like they're gonna fall back, be the 7 if they're even lucky to get there. Honestly, for Boston, because they'd be taking on Charlotte, who Charlotte ripped them to shreds 2 weeks ago, knocking down a bunch of 3-point shots and crushed them. And if Boston does lose that game against Charlotte, then they're going to play against the Wizards next, most likely, because Indiana's falling apart. Washington has now risen to the number 9 seed in the Eastern Conference, and nobody wants to play the Wizards either. P420, welcome in here. Heat to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm going to say no this season. I know Milwaukee historically hasn't been a playoff team, but I feel like this season's team for the Bucks is different. I think they got a chance there. And if not, Brooklyn, if they get James Harden back, they're going to be dangerous for Brooklyn. What's good, Bill? Welcome on here. 95-80, we're back in. So the Celtics, if they fall from this one, they'll be 2 games back behind the Heat. And then they play each other again on Tuesday. Second free throw is good. So both of them go down from Miami up by 17. Yes, I watched the NFL draft. For some of it. 3-point shot, Carson Edwards. Missed it at the left wing. Miami picks up the defensive rebound on the court here for the Celtics. They are going these 5 in the court currently. Jason Tatum, Carson Edwards, Marcus Smart, Luke Cornett, and Aaron Nesmith. Robinson moves over to Butler at the left wing perimeter. Jimmy Butler with 5 in the shot clock. He's defended by Smart. Dribbles right down the lane. Butler puts one up through, and he scores. Up by 19 for Miami. 2:20 left to go. Out in the third, and Miami picks up a personal foul. My NFL team's the Patriots. CP3 is ready to take that Tyler Hero jersey right there. So Boston will go to the free throw line. 2:23 remaining in the third. Tatum shooting 2. First one is through. 150 in the stream right now. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, being a part in this chat. If you're new in the channel, first timer here, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be back later today. Knicks versus Clippers for game number 2. Second free throw, Tatum hits that one through. 2:20 remaining in the third. Miami has possession. Ariza takes a pass half court, defended by Tatum. Ariza bounce pass. Ball now into the hands to Dragic. Dragic launches over the top to Butler. Throws it down in the first one to triple digits on the board. Miami has controlled this game all game long. 101-82. Whenever the Celtics have scored, the Heat always respond, and they get a steal by Miami. Dragic down the lane, missed it. Off the layup, hit the bottom part of the rim. Celtics get it back with under 2 minutes left to go. Coast to coast, Aaron Nesmith showing you the athleticism right there. Takes it down the lane, throws down a two-handed jam off the rebound for Nesmith. Some bright spots here today for the rookie from Vanderbilt. Miami has possession up by 17. Dragic, defended by Carson Edwards, 101. Bounce pass down the lane here to Dedmon. Floats up the right-handed hook over Cornett and scores. Celtics have possession. Minute 20 remaining in the third. Boston has it at the top of the key with Tatum. Flings over to Smart. Butterfingers out of bounds. Marcus Smart off his fingertips. That is turnover number 11 for Boston today. Yeah, that's crazy that the Heat will be the 5th seed with a win over Boston. If the Knicks keep on losing, I think they'd have to lose. Yeah, that is right. Because the Knicks would fall back with the same record as Atlanta. So all 3 of those. So if the Knicks lose today, Miami, the Knicks and Atlanta would be all 37-31. As Miami just scored another 2. 105 to 84. Celtics missed a jumper. Defensive rebound picked up for the Heat. Final 40 seconds left to go in the third. Dragic takes it past half court. Dragic to the right wing, defended by Tatum. Bounce pass over to the right elbow. Ball into the hands to Butler. Butler swings it outside. Dragic fires a three, rattled out, no good. And Nesmith comes out with a defensive rebound. Final 20 seconds here of the third quarter for Boston. They did a great job starting out the third, but they cannot close it out whatsoever. Miami up by 21. Boston has it. They're going to show some urgency or what? Final 5 seconds left to go. At the right wing, Kemba moves it to Cornette, who fires a deep three, and it hit the front rim. 3 seconds remaining. Dragic, past half court, moves it to Butler, three at the horn, and he missed it. Off back iron, we end the third. 105 to 84. This just been a difficult Sunday once again for Boston Celtics basketball. No shocker here. Yeah, everybody loves playing the Celtics. If you're the Sacramento Kings or the Pelicans, you definitely love playing the Celtics. You swept them. So, here's the thing, honestly. Who's got the Celtics in the playoffs? Because I don't even have the Celtics in the playoffs. Let me know in the chat if you have the Celtics in the playoffs. Or if you're like me and actually have Charlotte beating the Celtics and then Washington beating the Celtics. Because my final two for the 7 versus 8, or the 7 and 8 seeds in the playoffs are Charlotte and Washington. I don't even have the Celtics listed. I have them in Indiana knocked out. Welcome in, Fat Cat here. Yeah, it's only like 3 or 4 games left remaining. This is the final week. What's good, Landon? Welcome on board here. Save the stuff, welcome in. I think this is going to be a tough one to come back. They're taking on the top 5 defense in the NBA. They can come back one game against San Antonio, but that's against San Antonio, has been taken multiple times to overtime this season. I do have pride and hope. It's just my honest opinion is that I've seen so much out of this team this year that Washington is dangerous. Washington started out from the bottom, and now they're the number 9 team in the East. Whereas Indiana and the Celtics have trailed back throughout the season. And Charlotte has trailed back too, but they faced injuries, and now they got LaMelo Ball back. So I just feel in my opinion it's difficult. Like, it wouldn't shock me just to wrap up a disappointing season that Boston doesn't even make it into the playoffs, honestly. Yeah, Dave's got Washington beating the Celtics. I have the same thing. Like, I wouldn't be shocked, honestly, if Boston misses the playoffs. Then bye-bye goes Brad Stevens. And then Boston starts all over again next year. They have to blow up everything, and they're looking like a team like in Orlando or Houston for next season. Like, everything just gets blown up in the offseason, and then you're looking at a team that goes like 20-52 next season. Yeah, crazy. None of us in the preseason thought the Lakers would be in the play-in tournament. And it looks like a possibility. I took the Heat in this game. My final score prediction was 114 to 103. Yeah, I definitely think they're going to fire Danny Ainge, too. So we're back into action. I feel like they're probably just going to fire one of them, most likely. And Miami starts it off with a thunderous jam. Lob over the top to Dedmon and throws down the alley-oop jam as we start the fourth. What's good? Bradley, welcome in here, bud. No problem, man. So sorry to hear that for your mom. Sending my thoughts out to your mother, bud. Let's get some prayer emojis out in the chat here for Bradley's mom. So sorry, man. 11:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Kemba back outside to Carson Edwards. Edwards moves it over to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles at the left elbow. Pritchard defended by Hero. Down the lane inside. Puts up the shot. Too high off the backboard. And Miami comes up with a defensive rebound. Lost it. Ball's on the ground. Nesmith puts it up and scores. That's an easy 2 right there for Boston. Down by 21 now. Hey, thanks so much, P420. Appreciate it here. 1 minute through the fourth quarter. It's going to be Heat possession. Tyler Hero turns the corner, dribbles inside, dish underneath, and the traffic back-to-back steals for the Celtics. Boston has it now with Kemba. Bounce pass, right wing 3 in the air. Nesmith gets it. 5-zip run, all by Aaron Nesmith for Boston. See, they've cut this game as much by 12 points. They just can't put it to a single-digit game. Miami has possession. Dragic, turnaround jumper over Pritchard. Missed it off the mark. Celtics pick up another rebound. 10.5 remaining. Kemba takes it past half court. Kemba drives down the lane. Scores. Reverse hand layup. Kemba Walker. And timeout taken. Eric Spoelstra here from Miami as Boston goes on a 7-zip run after the alley-oop to start by the Heat. And they put this one to a 16-point game. We're in the same position where they were in the third quarter. They're up as Miami was up as many by 26 in this game. Celtics closed out to a 12-point game at one point. But then Miami, once again, after the timeouts, adjustment, too good. What's good? Steezy, welcome to the stream here. What's good, Joey? Welcome to the stream. Definitely agree Taco needs some minutes. Taco yet to see the court today. Carson Edwards seeing the court lately. So right now we're just in a timeout. 150 out on the stream right now. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, college hoops as well. We take a look at the box scores so far today. Looks like this. Top scores today for the Heat. They got 6 players in double figures leading the way, 19 points each. Duncan Robinson, Trevor Ariza. Duncan Robinson's made 5 threes. Trevor Ariza shredded Kemba Walker in the first half as he had 17 out of his 19 points in the first half for Trevor Ariza. 15 points, 10 assists by Jimmy Butler. 12 points by Kendrick Nunn and 11 points by Bam today throughout this game. 12 off the bench by Tyler Hero. 12 points, that is, in 14 minutes. And then for Boston, top scorer, Evan Fournier, 21 points, 18 by Tatum, 15 by Smart, off the bench. Great game today by Aaron Nesmith. He's really working hard past few weeks. He's got 16 points in 17 minutes by Nesmith. What's good, Landon? Welcome on here, man. Knicks or Clippers? I'm going to take the Clippers today. Dakota, what's good here? Anthony hoping the Jazz here can win the playoffs. Yep, Brad Stevens been on... His whole job been on the line definitely throughout the season. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome in here. What's good, Crazy? Welcome to the channel here. Liking the Sixers against Utah in the finals. Wow, Matisha going for the Wizards to take the 8 seed and the Pacers for the number 7 seed. So let's see, Pacers, if they want to be a 7 seed, that's going to be really difficult. The Pacers would have to win out, and they'd have to have Boston lose the rest of their schedule to get there. And then have some help by Charlotte for Charlotte and Washington to at least lose, or for Washington to at least lose a game, and for Charlotte to lose a good chunk remaining too. Because that's the only way that Indiana can make the 7 seed, is that Boston has to lose out. And Indiana has to win every single one of their games left. Wow. That's unfortunate. Thanks so much for the update there, Landon. Chase Elliott to the rear today for the race at Darlington. Yeah, hopefully Matty D makes it 3 in a row. I really do hope so there. For another top 5 today in the race. So we're back to action. 7-zip run by the Celtics. Down by 16, Miami possession. Miami has the ball with Butler. Butler at the left elbow, defended by Thompson. Deep 2 by Butler, off the right side of the rim. And Kemba lets it go out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball. Celtics need a response. Still there's time. 10:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Boston will get the inbounds. There's not many choices, I don't think. I would probably predict Kevin McHale. He was a former Celtics player, and he coached. I think he coached for the Rockets like 5-6 years ago. Kemba down the lane, moves outside to Carson Edwards, catching fire, and he gets it. Carson Edwards drops it through, got the luck of the bounce for the three-point shot. Give the youngster confidence right there. 9:40 remaining in the fourth. 10-zip run for Boston. Pass over to Bam in the key. Moves it back outside. Right corner three in the air. Hit the front rim. No good by none. Ball's in the ground. Deflected. Peyton Pritchard comes out with a defensive rebound. Celtics down by 13. Have a chance to put it 1-10. Neesmith right down the lane. Looking for the contact. Couldn't get the call. Miami has the ball again off the rebound. They'll dribble up the court. Hero launches a three. Hit the front rim and Edwards snatches the rebound. Approaching 9 left to go. Edwards dribbles coast to coast, takes it, couldn't finish. Gets contacted and fouled though as Carson Edwards will head to the free throw line. 2 shots as the clock will stop with 9:12 left to go. So ain't over till it's over. Tyler Hero picks up the blocking foul on Edwards. I like the change of fight that they've been showing me past couple minutes in this game here. Where's this urgency? Where was that early in this game? Playing with urgency, playing with desperation, and attacking. 9:12 remaining. First shot good at the line by Edwards. So a change of pace player out in the court with Carson Edwards, and his confidence just boosted with that three that got the luck of the bounce in. Second free throw is good. Cuts it to 11. This is as close as it's been here in the second half. 12-zip run by Boston. They were trailing as many by 26. Miami has possession. Dragic at the left wing perimeter. Moves it back out to the right wing. Butler attacks down the lane off a double team. Puts it up and through by Pritchard and Neesmith as Butler schools the 2 rookies to the bucket for 2 points. Celtics have possession under 9 left to go. I'm going to say no for this one. The Celtics, this is going to be a tough one, but I think they can cut this one to single digits. Left corner three, Pritchard misfires off the mark. And Miami comes out with a defensive rebounds. The Celtics have had multiple games this season where they've been down by 20 plus, only to come back and they lose by 3. They've had multiple games like this, losing by 3, 4, and 5 by 20 plus deficits at some point in the game, down by 26 in this one. Turnaround good for 2 more by Jimmy Butler. 2 good for the bucket man once again today. As a timeout taken by Brad Stevens on the clock. Jimmy Butler got 19 points, same as Ariza, same as Robinson, as they got 6 players in double figures for the Heat. Timeout taken on the court, 8:20 left to go. Alright, so 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, college hoops as well on the channel. After this one, I'll be back. Knicks versus Clippers. Feel free to stop on by for that stream also today. Part of a doubleheader for play-by-play. And happy Mother's Day out to you guys, by the way. So top scorers today, Ariza, Butler, Robinson, all with 19 each. Butler got a double-double with 19 points, 10 rebounds. For the Celtics top scorer, Evan Fournier with 21 points, 18 by Tatum. Tatum hasn't seen enough shot attempts today. Tatum's only attempted 10 shot attempts. He usually attempts way more per game than just 10 shot attempts. What's good, Mario? Welcome to the stream here. Happy that I'm finally streaming a Knicks game. I think the first ever time I'm covering a Knicks game during the regular season. They finally get put on national TV. Yeah, Tatum's only attempted half of his actual shots on average this season. He attempts around 20 shots per game. Tonight, he's only attempted 10. Where he's been efficient. He's 6 for 10 from the floor, 5 for 6 at the free throw line. He just hasn't touched the ball that often today for Tatum. Evan Fournier's attempted 13 shots attempted by Smart. And then Aaron Neesmith, he's been a bright spot off the bench. Aaron Neesmith, 16 points, 5 for 9 from the floor. Even Carson Edwards getting on the action as he scored 5 off the bench by Edwards. Kemba Walker's really struggled, 2 for 7 for him and 11 points. Yeah, Giannis never made it to the finals. They're looking to possibly get there this season. And Drew Holiday in the mix adds in a whole nother dimension this year for the Bucks. Drew Holiday, big-time upgrade over Bledsoe. And then the off-season additions of Bobby Portis and Bryn Forbes, adding in more scoring punch to Milwaukee this season. If the Bucks are red hot from the perimeter, they're number 2 in 3-point shooting. It could be tough if Milwaukee gets red hot, because their interior defense is good. They struggle from the outside. Brooklyn will shoot a lot of threes when they play against them and make a bunch of them, like they made 20 threes in their last game. But Milwaukee's got a good interior defense, and that's where the difference was. They came out in the fourth quarter and they took over. What's good, Harry? Welcome to the stream here. It's different for me. I actually think it's like interesting. I wasn't like a big fan of the Heat's jerseys. They're like Trix yogurt jerseys when they first started, but they're starting to grow on me. So we are back from the timeout. Approaching 8 minutes left to go. I don't believe it's serious for Robert Williams' injury. Robert Williams only played 11 minutes today. So we got 8 minutes left to go as the Celtics missed the left corner 3, no good. Heat come up with the basketball. Miami takes a pass half court with Dragic, defended by Edwards. Switched over now by Smart. Bounce pass over to Adebayo. Bam has it, top of the free throw circle. Moves over to Butler. At the right elbow, defended by Fournier. Step back jumper. Butler hit the front rim, no good. And picked up. It's going to be tapped out. What a save by Boston. Is it going to be out of bounds by Boston? That's what the officials are talking about right now. And Brad Stevens looking for the right call on the court. So he runs over towards the corner. Yes, this is real. This game is live right now. Welcome in Jeanette on the stream. So this game is live right now. 7:36 remaining, fourth quarter. Do I think Utah will win tomorrow? I'm going to take Golden State tomorrow in that game because Golden State's desperate to keep on making a run. Missed the jumper to right baseline for the Heat off the inbound. 7:30 remaining. Celtics have possession. Right baseline dribble Tatum. Down the lane. Scores. That's Jason Tatum's 11th shot attempt today. Tatum's got 20. Heat have possession. Top of the key. Bam. Moves it to Nunn. Nunn turns the corner. Leaves it back outside to Hero. Hero dribbles to the free throw circle. Jumper over Fournier. Missed it off the mark. Kemba picks up the defensive rebounds. Kemba dribbles past half court, down the lane, he gets fouled. And Dragic will pick up the reach-in, clock will stop with 7:02. When do I think LeBron will return? I think probably sometime this week, if I had to predict LeBron's return. Celtics get the inbound, Smart. Moves over to Fournier, fires a 3, top of the key, splash. As he hits the triple and puts this one to a 10-point game. This is as close as it's ever been for a long time. 17-4 run by the Celtics, last 5 minutes. Miami moves out right corner perimeter. Right baseline dribble Ariza. He is trapped by Fournier. Fournier steps out of balance as he tips the ball out. And it's going to stay Miami ball. Yeah, it's up to you, Jeanette. Highly recommend it if you like NBA content here. I cover all different types of teams. I'll be covering a lot in the playoffs as well. Heat get the inbound. At the left elbow, Bam. If you sub to the channel, you won't regret it. Bam, underneath, puts it up and through. Tristan Thompson couldn't contest that one, and Bam with a slam with the left baseline spin. Celtics attack the lane. Kemba missed it, looking for the call. Thompson comes up with an offensive rebound, keeps alive, swings it cross-court to Fournier. Over to the right corner, Kemba. Right baseline dribble on Bam. Kemba puts one up and scores. Tough bucket by Kemba Walker. He cannot believe that the officials didn't give him the benefit of the call last 2 times. They went up into a shooting motion underneath. Robinson receives the handoff at the left wing with 6 minutes left to go. Robinson, bounce pass over to Dragic. That'll be a turnover by the Heat. Offensive foul by Miami with 6 minutes even. What's good, Ethan? Welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, much better. If you guys are just joining us, the Celtics were trailing as many by 26 points at one point. Thanks so much for the sub, Jeanette. Really appreciate it here. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play of basketball here, NBA games, college hoops as well. We'll be back after this game, Knicks versus Clippers, covering that one as well. 3-point shot missed by Smart. Tip back out to the perimeters. He gets it back. Over to Kemba. Has Hill take a three. Kemba Walker from deep, and he missed it. No good. Pinwheels around, and Ariza comes out with a defensive rebound. 5.5 left to go. Miami pass inside, deflected, stolen. Boston with numbers. Fournier pass up the pack to Tatum, lays it up and in for two. Here we go, it's single digits. They don't decide to come back until very late in this one. Down the home stretch in the final 5:20. 113 to 105, anybody's game as Spoelstra. We'll take a timeout for the Heat. Here we go, making it interesting for the Celtics. Imagine if you started out this game like that. Attacking, not selling for deep jumpers, and adjusting tremendously defensively in the second half, only allowing the Heat to score 34 points in combined right now in the third and fourth quarters. And the Celtics outscoring the Heat currently 52 to 34 in the second half. So we head to a timeout, 5:16 left to go. Miami up by 8 now. They were up by as many as 26. This has been the telltale of the season for Boston this year, is that they've been trailing as many by 20 plus games. Most of them they end up coming back only to just finish short, except last Friday against San Antonio. They were down by 32. They came back and won in OT. But majority of the games they find themselves trailing by 20 plus, and then they just come up short. They lose by 3, they lose by 4, like they were trailing by 24 against Dallas, and then they couldn't complete the comeback against the Mavs last month. Yep, I agree there, Ethan. Danny Ainge just hasn't done enough for this team. Way too lax when it comes to free agency. So we have 5 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. Yes, I covered the Oral Roberts game in the tournament. 170 plus in the stream. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like. If you're just joining us, the Celtics were trailing as many by 26 points. And now they're down by 8. Miami has possession. 5:05 left to go. Butler dribbles left baseline, defended by Smart. 5 in the shot clock. Bounce past Dragic. Jumper off a fadeaway. No good. Missed it. Ripped away in the glass by Tristan Thompson. Here goes the Celtics. Under 5 minutes remaining. Kemba has it. Dribble drive inside. Kemba Walker, baby, puts it up and through for 2. Oh, this is a 2-possession game. It's a 6-point game with 4:45 left to go. Miami has the ball at the right wing. Dragic, defended by Tatum, passes out right corner to Robinson. Back outside to Dragic. Dragic dribbles inside underneath, defended by Thompson. Moves it back out to the top. Butler fires a 3 straight away. Gets it at the top of the key. That's a big 3 by Jimmy Butler. Miami up by 9. 4:20 remaining. What's good, Escobar? Welcome to the stream here. 4:15 on the clock, 13 on the shot clock. Tatum has it at the top of the key, defended off a double team. Moves it over, pass deflected, stolen, and nobody back defensively, but a foul picked up at half court. It's going to be Smart reach and fall by Tatum at half court as the clock stops. Bobby, welcome in here. Appreciate it, bud, for being a part here in the stream. Unbelievable. Happy Mother's Day out to all the moms out here as well. Welcome in Vanity on the stream here. Imagine if Boston had started out this game like this. 116 to 107, 4:11 left remaining in the fourth quarter if you guys are just joining us today. After this game, I'll be covering the Knicks versus Clippers. Feel free to stop by for that stream too. I cover play-by-play of basketball games on the channel, NBA games, college hoops as well. And appreciate everybody for stopping by, finding my stream today. We'll be covering a lot of great games in the playoffs. So the official's just looking at this call right now. I think it was on the Celtics reaching in as they lost control of the basketball. We got 4:11 remaining. All right, so it's going to be Miami basketball. Just above 4 minutes left to go. Heat have it. They move it over to Bam. 4 minutes even on the clock. 15 on the shot clock. Bam at the right baseline. Defended by Thompson. Powers his way in there. Moves it back outside to Butler. At the right wing. 1-on-1 defended by Fournier. Butler dribbles. Right baseline jumper. And Fournier picks up the defensive foul. With 5 in the shot clock. And it's going to send Jimmy Butler shooting 2 at the line with 3:53 remaining. Hit me up where you're from out here in the chat. Happy Mother's Day to you guys out here. We had a ton of people out in Europe to start off this stream. The UK, Ireland. A lot of people out there. Glad to have all on board today. Favorite college team is Providence. And Brad Stevens will take a timeout. 1 timeout remaining for Boston now, 2 for the Heat. So the clock will stop with 3:53 remaining as we'll take a timeout. And after the timeout, Jimmy Butler will be shooting 2 shots at the free throw line. Quick update, top scorers today in this game. For Miami, they got 6 players in double figures. Leading the way, Jimmy Butler, 22 points, 10 assists. 19 points each by Trevor Ariza. Duncan Robinson as well got 19. And then 13 points by Bam. Yeah, Bam's been quiet. He's only attempted 3 shots. Bam's made 7 free throws, 13 points for Bam. 3 for 3 from the floor. He's perfect. 7 for 7 at the free throw line as well. And then 12 points by Kendrick Nunn. 12 points by Tyler Hero. And then for Boston, top scorers. Evan Fournier with 24, having a big game today. 7 assists for him. 22 points by Tatum. 16 off the bench by Aaron Nesmith. He is coming along lately. And then 15 each by Kemba and Smart. Hey, that's awesome. Save this stuff out in New Hampshire. We actually have a place that we go up quite a bit in the summer during some of the weekends there near it's kind of near Lake Winnipesaukee, where it's up there in the Lakes region. It's beautiful up there in New Hampshire. A lot of Jersey out here in the stream. We got T Diaz. Welcome to the stream right now. Yeah, that's right. Out in India. A rug vet. Appreciate it here out in India. Stay safe out there. Sending my prayers out to you guys out in India. What's good, KD? Welcome to the stream here. Out in Vermont here. Bobby, welcome to the stream. Beautiful out in Vermont, too. I went up to Vermont a couple years ago. It's nice out there. All right, Brad Stevens is challenging this one. Boston coaches challenge. This is being under review whether Evan Fournier fouled Jimmy Butler. As Butler at the right baseline took the jumper. And the officials ruled it a foul by Fournier. Out in Ireland, welcome to the stream for Charlie in here. I predicted Miami in this game. So I'm still going to go Miami. I've covered a good amount of games this season that the Celtics were down by like 20 plus. They came back. They cut it to like a 3 or 4 point game just to end up falling short and losing by like 3 or 4. So I'm still going to go Miami today. I knew the circumstances coming into this game that Boston has struggled on Sunday afternoon, so they're going to say no free throws at the line by Butler. So no free throws at the line. Celtics challenged it, and it's going to be Miami basketball. So Evan Fournier did not commit a personal foul. Miami instead will shoot a 3. They missed it. Boston comes up with a big rebound. Tatum takes it past half court. 3:40 on the clock. Tatum attacks and scores. Down the lane for 2 with a layup. Puts it to a 7-point game. 3.5 left to go remaining. Fourth quarter. Miami has it. Celtics need a stop. Bounce pass to the right wing perimeter. Butler, defended by Smart 1-on-1, dumps it off inside to Bam. Bam defended at the right block by Thompson. Bam takes it inside, jumper. Over Thompson, gets contacted and fouled. Adebayo, perfect 7 for 7 at the free throw line. Costly blocking foul by Tristan Thompson as Bam will shoot 2 more here at the charity stripe. What's good, Looney? Welcome in here out from Chicago. Jeanette from Vietnam, welcome to the stream. And yup, from Sicily out here for Frank. Connect the world out here on the channel. It's awesome, guys. 200 out on the stream right now. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We got 3:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bam Adebayo, perfect at the free throw line. 80% on the season. And first shot, he still stays perfect. He's 8 for 8 today. Jaylen Brown's not playing today, so Jaylen Brown's out once again. Second free throw is good. Yeah, hopefully Jaylen Brown's back for the next game. 9-point lead for the Heat. Celtics have possession. This is a big possession here that Boston needs to capitalize. Kemba moves it into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the edge of the Celtics logo. 15 on the shot clock, 3:15 left to go. Pass it off to Fournier. Swings it cross-court, bad decision. Intercepted for a moment by Ariza, then Ariza lost it. It went out of bounds. Lucky for Boston, they will get the basketball back with 2:41 left, or 3:10 left to go here in this game. Knicks game will start. Oh, yep. Thanks so much, Mario. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be covering the Knicks versus Clippers game right after this one. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back for that game. 3 minutes remaining. That is good. Evan Fournier knocks down the left corner J from the perimeter. This is a 6-point game. 27 for Fournier today. This is who they had on the clock here. Finally able to do something. 2:40 left to go. Heat have possession. Butler moves the ball into the hands of Robinson. Deep three, and he gets it. That's a crusher for Boston. That is a crusher. Duncan Robinson makes his 6th-3 of the game. 2.5 remaining. Celtics have possession. Shot fake Kemba. Back out to Fournier. Bobbled it. And it's off of Fournier's fingertips. He turns it over. Kemba threw it outside of Fournier. Not in the proper place. And it's a turnover. I predicted Miami in this game. 2:20 left to go. Miami gets the inbounds. At the right wing perimeter, Dragic. Oh, Smart falls down. They got numbers. Bounce pass over to Butler. Smart gets back up on his feet. Ariza bounce pass to the corner. Wide open 3. Robinson missed it. Deflected offensive rebound. That's a crusher for Boston. And bam, puts it up and through for 2 with a putback. Up by 11. That is a tough one for the Celtics. Boston needs a bucket. 1:50 left to go. Fournier moves it over to Tatum. 1-on-1 defended by Dragic. Tatum takes the 3. Gets it. Jason Tatum with a big triple. Cuts it, winning an 8-point game with 1:45 left to go. Jason Tatum now with 27. He's done that shooting the ball, attempting 14 shots, 10 for 14 from the floor. Oh, I've got the Clippers later today. So I'm taking the Clippers on that one. Welcome in Russ Gear on the stream here. Bam, a jumper to free throw circle. Hits it over Thompson. Tristan Thompson, come on, man. Giving up after that one went through. 1:20 left to go. Celtics have possession, down by 10. Got to fight to the finish. Tatum takes it. Kicks it back outside to Kemba. Kemba catching fire from 3. Gets it. Kemba Walker from 3 right there. Knocks it down. Just got to play defense. That's been a big problem all game long. They put it 1-7. Butler takes it past half court. Butler defended by Smart. And a foul picked up. It's on Smart. Right after half court. Clock will stop with 1:08. 2 timeouts left by each of these teams. So 2 timeouts remaining for the Heat and the Celtics. 1:08 remaining. Heat will get the inbounds. Hey, have a nice night. Have a nice night, Frank. Appreciate you here for stopping by the stream. Butler dribbles right down the lane. Inside, defended by Thompson. Puts it up, scores. That's good for 2. Whenever the Celtics respond, the Heat always find an answer right back. That's been the problem today. Celtics going to give up 130, potentially, today in the final 54 seconds. Right base on dribble Boston. They get fouled as Miami picks up a reach-in. The clock will stop with 52.9. Celtics get the inbound. Tatum, defended by Robinson, takes the 3 straight away. Tatum missed it, rattled out, deflected, and picked up off the defensive rebound by Butler. Yep, exactly what I thought it would be. Celtics try to complete a comeback, down by 20 plus again, and they come back too little, too late. as Boston always seems to fall. They did against Dallas where they were down by 20 plus. Always seem to fall down by 3, down by 4, down by 5, down by 6. And this time, looking like they're going to be down by 9, possibly make it a little bit closer. Smart rips that one away. And we do have a fall at the free throw circle. It's on. They're going to give this a fall or a jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball. So jump ball tie-up. It's between Smart and Butler as they'll go up for the jump ball with 25 seconds left. .25 seconds remaining. Jump ball at Miami's free throw circle. This one gets tipped off. It's tipped up in the air, and is it on Butler who picks up the? Yeah, it's on Butler who picks up the foul. Yeah, honestly, CP3, I wouldn't be shocked if the Celtics lose against Cleveland. I honestly wouldn't. Celtics had a terrible loss a few months ago against Cleveland. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Welcome to the stream once again, Daniel. So Marcus Smart going up for the tip against Butler. They said that Butler reached in, and Boston, the bonus, they're going to shoot 2 at the line with Smart. First one, got it. Gets the bounce in. John, welcome on here. Yeah, this is not looking good for Boston heading into the playoffs. I predicted that they wouldn't even make it in. Second one, Smart misses on purpose. Defensive rebound picked up by Bam. It's on the ground. Smart picks it up, and they get called for the foul. It's a foul on Boston with 21.4 left to go. Yeah, this is a remaining schedule for the Celtics. They take on Miami again on Tuesday. And then they're at Cleveland, at Minnesota, who they almost lost against. They were down by 17 at the Garden last month against Minnesota. Came back and won. And they're at the Knicks to close it out. Mr. D, appreciate it here for finding my stream here, bud. You guys are awesome for stopping by. Before you do sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. Yeah, this is going to be really tough. Celtics have to take the next game, or it's difficult. Like, honestly, what I just said, I wouldn't be shocked on Wednesday night. It's a back-to-back. They take on Cleveland. I honestly think they're going to lose against the Cavs on Wednesday night. They have to travel from Boston to Cleveland in one night. They play Tuesday against Miami, and then they're at Cleveland on Wednesday. Pass underneath as Tatum scores. It's a 7-point game with 15 seconds. And Boston picks up another foul, so Miami will head right back to the line. 2 timeouts each. Oh, Celtics are wearing the same jerseys I got right here, the black and green. Right behind me with the Tatum jersey. Miami's wearing the pink and light blue, the jersey that looks like the Trix yogurt. Jimmy Butler, 2 shots here at the free throw line. First shot missed. Good question. Who's going to win the cup here this year for the NHL? I possibly think, Harry, that Carolina could maybe win it. If not Carolina, I'm gonna go for Washington. This year. Washington usually has good teams for hockey. Yeah, really appreciate all for being a part here on the stream today. Butler 2 out of 3, that trip of the line. Miami leading, final 12 seconds left to go. Feel free to join me for my next stream, Knicks versus the Clippers. I'll be back in about 5 minutes from now. Just have to change over the scoreboard. Evan Fournier takes the 3, makes it at the top of the key, but with 5.5 seconds remaining. Cuts it to a 6-point game, but this is just another Sunday for Boston here, where the defense once again torched them as they just fell from behind too early. And if they had attacked earlier in this game and went to the bucket instead of taking a bunch of threes and missing, they could have had a chance today. Instead, they went 14 for 38 from 3-point range. and also turned it over 14 times and allowed Miami to just go off in the first half and score 79 points in the first half. So that's a wrap here today. The Heat win it 130-124 over the Celtics. I'll be back with the next game in a couple minutes from now. Clippers against the Knicks. Feel free to stop on board for that stream. We're going to start it up in about like 5 minutes from now or so. And we'll be back during the next game as well. Before you do sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here, everyone. Gonna close out to the channel members. As low as $1.99 per month, we have memberships out here on the channel. Gets you special access to special live streams I cover at least once per month to non-basketball related content. Could be like an NBA game or non-basketball related content like an NFL game or an MLB game or a NASCAR race for some of the sports I do cover, from like baseball, football, racing, and also gets you shout-outs for every single one of my live streams at the very end too. So we got here getting shout-outs for the channel members. We got Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dawad, Ant, Raven, the sports expert, Warren, Man and Hayes, Old Ed Deuce. New to the membership, welcome in D Block out here. He's the new member, joined today. Cindy, Dennis, Dallin Law, Andrew, Jay, Russell, Superman, Rajeep, Dave, Wicked Cyclone fan, and RGR football fan. Gonna wrap up this one. Heat win by 6, 130-124. We'll be back in about 5 minutes from now. Just have to change over the scoreboard, and we'll be covering the Knicks versus Clippers. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Signing off here. This is Behind the Arc Basketball.